Ah,
Jack
that's good teka.
Oatman. Yeah.
Ayaw pa.
Ano pa?
Let it sink in.
Let it sink in.
Okay,
FB is
I'm
not
here
sinking
again.
it in.
The refresh mo.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
There you
Mm.
go.
Teka, ha?
Okay, so
Uh,
FB is not sync. Uy. Mm-hmm.
uh,
So I'll be gone for a few seconds. Let me.
okay.
Can you see me, bro?
Yep, yes, I do.
Ah, ganon. Kala ko hindi. Gagawa
Yeah,
sana
yeah,
ako kalokohan.
not now, not now, not now. Okay. Um, Good morning, Philippines. Well, good morning as well, also UK and Russia. Good evening, still USA. So this is Guru Tom Pena for FMA discussion episode 227. Wow, I'm 007, 227. And in this episode, we are going to have the famous smoking stick, GM Rodel, Dagooc. And with me
I'm
this
here.
morning, we have Bro Mumbaki, Daniel Foronda, as my co-host. Good morning, GM.
Good morning to.
Good morning,
In,
Tom.
Morning,
Good
bro.
morning.
In behalf of the moderators of FMA discussion, we would like to thank you for coming in for the as our guest, and also to Guru Mumbaki to in facilitating this particular episode. Yeah,
Thank you very much for the invitation as well, bro.
yeah,
We are very grateful.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
So,
Yeah. Eh,
just before
how's
we
my? Mm,
just before we start the actual interview, so guys, if you are watching this interview, please say hi and tell us where you're watching from, and if you have any questions for GM Rodel, okay, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment box so we can address it to him later on. And before we start with the actual interview, I would like to remind everybody that we are going to have a Christmas raffle on the 12th of December. So if you haven't bought your tickets yet, please do so. It's going to be $5 per ticket, and we have some exciting raffles. Okay, our prizes for the raffle. So I think it's posted somewhere in FMA discussion. So please do support it. So let's just say hi to those who are already here. Okay, so we have Jesse from the Philippines. Good morning, guys.
good
Gigolo
morning, Jesse.
Ronda.
Good morning.
What did he say? What did he say?
Gigolo Daniel Ronda. Companion.
I just finished dancing.
Yep. So Jeremy Godet. Yep. Saying hi from California. GM Bram Frank is saying hi, sir. Regards.
Manong Bram.
And yep.
Hello.
Oh, right. Also, my group from Pennsylvania, Professor Jeff Ramsey,
Oh wow.
GM Terrell, Richard Stone, Guru Bradley Nimick, Guru Brian Reynolds, Guru Tom Trumel from Florida. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good
Yeah.
morning, guys. Good morning
They,
or good
anyway,
evening.
they were just watching now.
Okay. And also Alvin Albano from San Francisco, California. So
Alvin, Ading. Nice to know you're here. I miss
okay,
this guy.
so
Kababayan. My kababayan. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so just to let everybody know, um, we have a slight different format in this interview. Um, so at the beginning, I am going to lower myself down and I'm going to basically leave the floor to Mumbaki, to Daniel Foronda, for interviewing GM Rodel. And then after that, maybe about 30 minutes or 40 minutes, I will pop back in, okay, and start the discussion. So we do hope, guys, that you would love this most awaited interview with the smoking stick. Okay,
Finally.
Thank you
Finally,
very
looking
much.
forward.
finally, and yeah, and after that, later on, we're going to be talking about GM Rodel's business ventures. So where to find him, what product he sells, and Zoom lessons and all those things. Okay, all
Thank you
right.
very
So
Excellent.
much.
are
Oh,
we
thank you
are we
very
ready?
much.
My
Yes, of
Yes.
pleasure.
course.
Okay,
Yes, we
my
are
pleasure.
ready.
Okay, so take it away, Wombaki.
Okay. Filipino martial arts discussions. My name is Mumbaki, and I will be your guest host for this evening or morning in some parts of the globe. You are watching episode 227. And before I introduce to you our special guest, I would like to ask 1 minute of your time so we can all have an opening prayer. Okay? Holy Father, thank you for every individual who are joining us for this show. Thank you for each heart and mind that fills up the presence of this discussion. Thank you for the ideas, visions, hints, talents, abilities. Holy Father, you can see in perfect details the end of every beginning, every project, every season, every discussions. Nothing is ever in vain, for even mistakes and missteps are used for good. Forgive us for our pride, the pride that grows and explodes, the pride that threatens to unqualify us to become deserving educators, or show hosts, or vloggers, or moderators. Bless our discussion, all those present, as well as the lives of those we will encounter after the show. Make every moment count in your holy name. Amen. Good morning, Manong Rodel.
Good
So,
morning to all of you
we
guys.
are, you are listening or viewing Filipino Martial Arts Discussions, episode 227. Our guest for this episode, he is a long-time student, if not the longest time student of Professor Grandmaster Remy Presas. He is the
Right.
founder of the Dagooc Arnis system. This guy is a regular in Loneta Park. He is not the statue of Jose Rizal, but he's a regular figure in Loneta
Yes, of
Park.
course.
One
Yeah.
of the youngest masters in the 70s. Incredible fast
Oh,
hands, incredible fast disarms, a businessman and a respected figure in the Filipino martial arts. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Smoking Sticks, Grandmaster Rodel Dagoo. Good morning, Manong
good
Rodel.
morning. I'm here.
So, how's
Yeah.
the COVID situation in your area?
Oh, well, actually, it's quite good because it's something like back to level two. It's quite normal now. So I
Mm-hmm.
can go out somewhere, going to the market like that, but we still take care,
Mm-hmm.
because there is still having COVID or virus. So, but at least, by next year, I think I can already free to go to my class in Luneta Park, and then of course some of my class, especially from the university and colleges. That's it.
That's good. How's your health?
Oh well, I a little bit. I'm just taking up some medicine, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
still having lots of vegetables, exercises like that, and then
Uh-huh.
I don't care about those. As long as I did lots of training of my own. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's it. Yeah.
Vaccinated, right?
Ah, yes. I have already my second, and I'm just waiting for. The third maybe, if I can. Yeah.
So let's start telling your story. You
Yeah.
started in the 60s, as most of the grandmasters now. Most of you guys started in the 60s, and we wanted our audience to know how you began in martial arts. Your first love is definitely karate, which
Yes,
was
right.
very
Yeah.
popular at that time. But guys, did you know this man began his lessons at the backyard? Tell us
Yeah, right.
about it, Manong Rodel.
Well, actually, I started my training from my when I was 14 years old from my uncle, both mother and father's uncle, brother and sister. Then after that, but during that time, we called it backyard system. There is no system in a way. That's why we call it backyard. And then as long as the name is Arnis or Baston, that's it.
Hmm.
But there is no cardinal rules. It's difficult to encourage people during that time because if I'm just watching, but they're just hitting direct to the hand like that. They try to base
Uh-huh.
in actual fighting. There is no rules, so it's difficult. But
Old school
actually,
style.
yeah, right, yeah. But actually, I don't have any idea, and then I don't get any interest in learning that. But but during the time I love karate because of the
Uh,
name Bruce Lee. And then, of course,
yes,
Filipino wants foreign martial arts, of course. So Arnis,
all the
because
time.
people feeling that, what are you going to do that all the time? Every time
Uh,
you have to fight, you have to look for the state. Yes. Then I was
yes.
thinking that I do not know that when you learn Arnis, when I was already with the Grandmaster Presas, I understand that Arnis is only the extension of your hand. Now, if you don't have any stick in your
Uh-huh.
hand, you know, anything in your hand is a weapon. Your hand is a stick, like that. So that's why I try to develop this system of mine. Yeah.
Tell us, Manong Rodel, during your younger days, how was the life in you were from San Rafael, Iloilo, right?
Yes, San Rafael Iloilo, yeah.
Until now, San Rafael is a very quiet, isolated town, full of mountains, fresh
Yes,
air.
right. Very
But
nice
how yes. How was your
very nice
life
for
then?
tourists. Well, actually, during that time, because we belong to the poor family, we don't. We are my parents are farmers, and we don't
Hmm.
own the land. And what we did is
Uh-huh.
just only working from other, properties like that land, and that's why I can work in a time. I can have many different, we call it jack of all the trades. I know that. I know how to plant.
Many
I know how
jobs at the same
to.
time.
Yeah, right. I know how to plow the field with the use of buffalo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Hmm.
and because I work, that's why it's good because every time you travel, if you know how, if you do that, that's why now I'm just doing some gardening here in Batangas.
That's
Yeah,
very good.
because I
And
love to work from the garden.
how
Yeah,
many children are there? How many are your siblings? Are you the only child?
uh, uh, six of us. Six of
Six.
us. I'm from the fourth.
Oh, you're fourth.
Fourth. Yeah.
I see. And so everybody's working in the farm, right? Everyone's
Yes,
planting
because
vegetables.
mostly there, uh, few people only went to college, went to school. After they
Yes.
finished their elementary or elementary,
Hmm.
just stop because for them it's difficult. Life is difficult there. You know
Yes.
that's why they always depend on farming. You know, so it's difficult. That's why I'm a little bit lucky because I finished my automotive technology. So my
Yes.
parents sent me to school, but it's not. The degree is not enough for me in a way, but still, it's already there. So being a mechanic, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's it. My
So
life.
1969, when you finally decided to come to Manila. Tell us about it.
Yeah, after I graduated from my course being a mechanic, I went to Manila just to look for job.
For a
But in
job.
Iloilo, in my place, I learned a little bit about karate, from my cousin. And then
Your
after that,
uncles, yeah, they're
yeah,
karatekas. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Then after that, while I'm just staying in Manila, I'm just looking for a gymnasium. So later on, I find out that I've read that there is a modern harness Federation of the Philippines and National Amateur Karate Organization. That's what I
Mm.
did. I went up and then I introduced myself to Mr. Presas and his wife, Mrs. Rosemary Presas. Then
Remy
because,
Presas.
yes, Grandmaster Remy Presas. Then because we are belongs to the same dialect, they were from Bacolod. That's very very close to my island, Panay.
Yes.
I think that's only 2 hours by boat. So
Uh-huh.
because we belong to the same dialect, we are very close to each other. That's the story start. Yeah.
I see. But while you were in Manila, finally you found a job as a security guard.
Yeah, the security guard.
Mm-hmm. So, uh, during the time you were guarding some company, factory, what is it, school? Uh, you were a security guard of what firm?
I think I transferred from a different company to another company. But during the time, being a security guard, I also full time uh, training, and then at the same time, Mr. Frisas taught me, this encouraged me to learn, and then trained me to become an instructor in his gym, National Amateur Karate Organization and Modern Harness Federation of the Philippines. And then, together with Master Jerry De La Cruz, that's the old. He was
Yes, yes.
yes, really, he
The
was one of
oldest
the eldest. He was one of the oldest student of
oldest
Remy.
student. Yes, yes, I
Yeah, and then
remember.
Willie Anang, but unfortunately, Willie Anang was passed away already. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's his start. Then I enrolled there. But later on, I became a utility boy. And then he
Yes,
told me that,
I
yeah,
understand. Before Remy Presas invited you to stay in his gym,
yes,
you were
right, yeah.
sleeping in Intramuros, right?
Yes, in Tramuros, I have my at the guard house
At the guardhouse.
because
Yes.
I cannot afford to rent a room
Mm-hmm.
because the money I receive is not enough. It's difficult life as a security guard. Very low
And
salary.
and then Manong Remy just asked you to move in, but
Yeah,
you have to clean the gym. Is that right?
yes, that's right. So,
Okay, tell us about it. This is
he,
interesting. Huh?
yeah, instead of paying, because I think I'm just paying 20 pesos a month for
Mm-hmm.
the training. And
Yes.
then he said,
How much was it?
uh, 20 pesos a month.
20 pesos a month.
Yeah,
Wow.
just
Oh.
for my
And that
training.
was
Then he said,
that was
okay,
expensive, huh?
Rodel, okay, what are you going to do? Just to stay here, and then you will be the one to clean the gym, and then you have to feed the dog. Because too many dogs in the gym, and then that's my job. And then sometimes I fetch water. Difficult life, really. So
But
with Master
how was
Jerry.
the training? How was your training before in Arnis?
All
I mean,
right. Only training is
compared to this, yeah,
we
compared to
have
the
the regular
modern way.
training because when we start training, uh, the professor really, Grandmaster really Remy Frisas was the one handle the class from
Mm-hmm.
the advanced student, and Master Jerry handle the class from the beginners. And then
Okay.
the training, I remember 3 times a week. The training will be 3 times a week, and
Uh-huh.
really it's difficult because I'm quite. And during the time, I'm as what I've said that I'm more interested in karate. But he during the time he was promoting his art, modern artist, and then he tried to encourage me to do this. Master Rodel, I'm not a master yet during that time.
Uh-huh.
Rodel, do this, do this. Okay, we have, we have class in university. Okay, bring this, bring this steak, everything, bring our water. And in fact, I was the one cutting his hair. I'm the barbers of the
Yes,
grandmaster. I'm the one massaging him because he has he has
I know.
having arthritis. And then okay, you massage my leg, you massage my back. I think that's what I enjoy the life during the time because I don't have problem with my
Mm.
foods because foods is free. Yeah,
Yes, just to stay in the gym,
just to stay.
clean the gym, everything is free.
Clean the
Yes.
gym, yeah, everything, yeah. Fix the
Uh,
gym because the building is already, ruined, supposed to be
yeah, very
demolished. And
old.
then sometimes
Uh,
during the rainy season, the rains come inside the gym and then
yes,
we try to fix it.
roofs are
Oh, dirty bug
leaking.
life. Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
So
And
that's
then you get a chance to train. You get a chance to train by your own.
yes,
Since
that is right.
you live in the gym. Yeah, you live in the gym. So after classes, you have some time
Yeah,
to
with Master
review
Jerry.
your.
That's what we
Yes.
did with Master Jerry. And every time I have during my duty as a security guard, especially at night, I trained some of my co security guard so that
Mhm.
we're not getting antok, or we're not getting sleepy. So we
Night
train it.
shift.
Yeah, I trained them harness and karate.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
So that's very. I'm happy for that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, it was an opportunity for you, of course. You mean you have his attention, I mean Remy's attention all the time. And Master Jerry is quite even if he was teaching the basics, I think Master Jerry was in the advanced level of
That's right. Yeah.
instructors, right? Mm.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, so 19 that was 1969, and
69.
5 years after, I think that was 1974 when Professor Remy decided to go to America, right?
Before he went to America,
Mm.
I was promoted to 1972. I think before martial law, I was promoted to Lacan. That's it, Lacan.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Then after that, because I'm already Lacan, so we're having I forgot. Bert Presas, the youngest brother of Remy, was also there
Manong Bert,
in the
yes.
in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then because
Mm-hmm.
he was my partner during the demonstration like that, and Mrs. Presas was the one organized the seminar for us from the military, police,
Mm-hmm.
security agency like that. And Master Jerry and me and Bert Presas were the one assigned to teach. And then the other guy, Mr. Willie Anang, and then I forgot some, Mr. Borromeo, but they are already passed away. Yeah, so that's
The daughter of Mang Remy, Mary Ann, was
yes,
with you. Mm-hmm.
yes, right. Before they went to United States, Mary Ann, the first Dayang, Mary Ann was the first Dayang in Arnis, in modern
Uh-huh.
Arnis. Yeah,
Yes.
he was also my partner when we went to Japan, Osaka International Osaka International Trade Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the year 1978, I think. Yeah,
Yes, 1978.
he was my
Yeah, so
partner.
tell us about the time when Manong Remy finally decided he has to
All right.
go to the
Okay.
States
When
and left
he
you behind.
decided, yeah, right. When he decided to go to United States, so I still, you know, so I have my responsibility to be the instructor of this modern Arnis Federation of the Philippines because what happened, Master Jerry left
Ah,
us.
yes. He
Yeah, he
went
looked
to
for
the
his
Velayo. Yes.
yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
went to Mr. Velayo. And
Velayo,
what I
yes.
did, we tried to continue the the training and alone with, and then of course some of the students. Yeah, and then
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Frisas was already he already left us going to different states. So, but we still,
Uh,
you know, because
uh, before
yes,
he left, he founded the NACO, NAKO,
yeah,
National
NACO. That's
Arnis,
NACO is the MOP,
National
the modern
Arnis.
harness, and the NACO is one gym,
And
one
what
gym
does
only.
NACO mean? National Arnis
National Amateur,
Kombatan? Amateur, I see.
National
Okay.
Amateur Karate Organization,
NACO. Uh-huh.
NACO.
It was founded by
By him also,
who?
by Grandmaster
Okay.
Presas, yeah.
He was a black belt in karate, right?
Yes, yeah, he's
hmm
Shutokan. He was a
And then
Shutokan.
at the same time, he also founded the MAFP. Was it
The MAP, Modern Harness Federation of the
of the
Philippines.
Philippines?
In
I
fact,
see.
he was considered as the father of modern harness. And the
At that
brain
time.
is the modern harness. Mrs. Presas was the one, she was the brain of modern harness, Mrs.
hmm
Presas, because
I see.
Mr. Presas still learning some harness from other style, but and then Mrs. Presas told him that okay, if you want to become successful because you love harness, why don't you make your own? Why don't you create your own? So I've heard that he said, Mr. Frisa said, what are you talking about? He said, okay, you have to create your own system. Mr. Frisa said, what? Okay, modern. You make it modern harness. Oh, Mr. Frisa was very happy for that. You have to make
Uh-huh.
your own belting. You have to uh, So what happened? They try to follow the system of karate. That's why in
Yes.
modern harness, our stance is big because we are Shitokan.
And there were belts also.
Yeah, and there, yeah,
uh,
Mr. Princess was the one having belt from white, yellow, green, brown,
blue,
and black.
blue,
Yeah,
blue.
he tried really to
Uh-huh.
pattern the karate way of gradings. That's what happened.
Yes, he systematized everything. But then,
You're
okay,
right.
going back to 1974. So he flew to the States. You were left behind. And later on, Master Jerry left you
Yeah,
alone
I
to
was the one.
manage
I'm the
everything.
Yes, and then because I was enjoying because in a way sometimes because Bert Prisas was transferring from one gym to another, from the gym of Remy Prisas and from the gym of Ernesto Prisas. He was the
Yes,
brother.
yes.
So sometimes he stay from Grandmaster Remy. Sometimes he moved to Grandmaster Ernesto. That's what happened.
And both
Yeah.
gyms were in Quiapo.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, very close. I think
very
200
close.
meters away from the other.
Uh-huh. And so you were managing Modern Arnis since Manong Remy left the country.
That's right. Yeah.
1978. Oh, what year did he
Yes.
came back
We
to
received,
visit again?
yeah, we received a invitation from Osaka International Trade Fair under the Department
Mm-hmm.
of Tourism. Under Secretary
Uh-huh.
Jose Aspiras.
Zenny Cruz. Not
Scenic
Zenny
Cruise, yeah,
Cruz.
right. Yes.
That was Zenny
Jose
Cruz at that time.
Aspiras.
Okay,
That's right, yeah.
my memories.
So we
Uh-huh.
went to Japan. That's my first, going abroad. I was very excited. And then that's my
Mm-hmm.
first. So I told to myself that, oh, this is now very good because I can travel. I'm
Uh-huh.
very happy for that. So what we did, we went to Japan with Seni Cruz from Department of Tourism,
Mm-hmm.
Master Willie Anang, Mary Ann
Mm-hmm.
Presas, Roland Dantes, the Mr. Bodybuilding,
The
Mr.
bodybuilder, Mr.
Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then one of his guy,
And Salvador. And
Buddy Alina,
Salvador.
Salvador
Salvador was
Alina.
with. Yes,
Yes,
Salvador
right,
was with you.
Salvador
Mhm.
Alina.
Mhm.
So it's
You
good
did
because
some demonstration, Arnis
demonstration.
demonstration. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the first time we did demonstration. You know, just to introduce Arnis slowly to other countries because too
Uh,
many. I think how many countries will be there, and it's we're happy. we're glad that Arnis was considered as one of the was there, to
Yes.
demonstrate, to show
Uh-huh.
some techniques.
That was very. I think it was your first time to travel.
Yeah, that's my
Uh,
first time. Yeah. Then after that,
and
I'm very lucky because after I traveled from Japan, we
mhm,
still have received some demonstration from television like that, from the news.
mhm.
So in that way, he's still promoting the art, still promoting the art. And then later on, I received, because my name is already, scattered around, and I received some invitation from other countries, like, first, 1983, I was invited in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I was
before that,
invited.
in the 1980s, the building was
All
burned.
right. No, not yet,
So
not yet.
you have
The
no
building was
place to
being
train.
abolished. The building was being abolished because it's already very old building, and
Mhm,
the what's that? The government just
mhm.
demolished it. So that's our
There's no
another
place for
problem.
training, no. No
Yeah,
place
right.
for
We don't have
training
any
for you.
place.
Mhm,
So what I did, I transferred because I have friends around. I transferred from one of my friends, who was the nephew of one of the instructor from martial art training center of the Philippines, Matco.
Matko.
Very close,
Yes.
very close, yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Tony Flotria, Master Tony Flotria. So I stayed there, and then we still, but during the time I'm still doing arnis. But people telling me that because arnis during that time, it's difficult to encourage people to train, because what they're just thinking is, you train arnis. What happened if you are going to have a fight? You have to look for sticks. You do karate, anytime. Because during the time, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, like that, it's very well known. And then,
yes.
so what I said, I cannot live because Grandmaster Presas, I'm very close to them, to the family. In fact, uh, after, he was, encouraging me to get married, in a way. I think that's 1974. And then they were the one, you know, told me
Mm.
that, okay, if you want to get married, we supposed to become your sponsor, like that.
Mhm.
They try to, telling me that they will be the one to be the sponsor. That's why now, they were my ninang and ninong. That's why I called him,
Mhm.
in meaning godfather and godmother. That's
Yes.
why,
You and Manang
as of now,
Zenny, yes. Mm.
even though now I'm just with the Presas family, from time to time, weekly, I call, or Mrs. Presas call me. He was asking me about my life. Then every time I went
Mhm.
to Manila, I visited here. I'm just asking about here, the situation of his family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
1984, you trained a very famous senator.
Yes, right. I trained.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah,
Senator
I
Orly.
trained. But
Senator Orly Mercado.
yes, Senator Orly Mercado. I
Mhm.
trained him. In fact, he was one of my black belt. I trained him
Mhm.
for almost 9 years. Be,
Yes.
when he was a senator, and then even his wife, I promoted
Mhm.
her to Dr. Susan Pineda. I
Yes.
promoted her to brown belt. Yeah,
Yes. Just for the audience to know, 1984, when the Senator Mercado trained with you, was also the time when he started promoting Arnis. So finally, a senator was actually promoting Arnis because
that's
of your
right. Yeah,
training.
that's right.
Yes.
In fact, he was the one
Hmm.
encouraged me to put up a gymnasium in Lunita Park, because he was a senator. So he was a budget
Yes.
for that. And then
Yes.
we organized, and then we he told his staff to register from the Security and Exchange Commission this Arnis Association International Incorporated,
Mm-hmm.
AAII. Yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
in Lunita Park. That's the start. That's why people from the Lunita Park, from the director after the sweeper, he knows me.
Uh-huh.
That's why there is no problem. I think that people asking me that how come that Master Rodel is staying in the park? Because I stayed
With a
there
big
for,
space in Luneta.
yes, I stayed there for almost 9 years. Yeah. Then
Okay, so let's. Uh-huh.
when he moved to uh, National Department of National Defense, I'm still with him because
Yes.
I was his instructor. And aside from that, sometimes I'm also one of his aide when he travel around.
Yes. So before this, before the Luneta thing, before the best things happened to you, something not so good happened in your life. That was 1990, I think, when you were invited to do a demonstration in Romblon. Was it Romblon?
Oh wow, that's
Yes. Please,
very
please
funny. That's a
tell
funny
the
story.
story. Hmm.
Yeah, right. We were in when I that was already when I was staying in Matkop in Martial Art Training Center of the Philippines. The group there, I think 15 of us was invited to do a demonstration, martial art demonstration from one of the uh, fiesta. I think fiesta is
Hmm.
celebration, in
Yes.
Romblon. And according to the contract, the contract is only there is no written contract in a way, just
Just
by means
verbal.
of verbal.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
verbal.
Okay, all of you will receive 2,000 pesos. Yeah. So during
Big
the
money at
time,
that time, huh? Yeah.
2,000 is big money. And then
Yes,
what
it
happened?
is.
We went there because free accommodation, free round trip ticket like that. But what happened when we were there after the demonstration? We are going to we are just planning to go back to Manila, but we're just waiting for the money. But
Hmm.
there is no money there.
You were
So
not
what we did,
paid. Hmm.
we didn't pay. So what happened?
Uh,
We went instead of getting the plane. We don't have money. We took the boat. I think
yes.
19 hours, and then because
Yes.
we are everybody is unhappy, we both were in the boat. Everybody's drunk. Was drunk.
Yes.
All of us were drunk. And then what happened? I said because I was thinking that my wife will getting agree because I told her that I have money during that
Mm.
demonstration.
You
So he was
promised your
also happy
wife
for
you'll
that.
bring money
Yeah, right.
home.
Yeah. So what happened? I got drunk, and then you know what I did? I'm just crying, and then I throw my belt, I throw my uniform, I throw my stick, I throw everything
Into
because
the water. Yeah.
into the water. Yeah. So it's a very bad bad situation.
And you came
So
home. What did you tell your wife?
I said, my wife is laughing, because I know that she was very happy because I said that there is money.
Uh,
Then he said that where's the money? I said I'm very sorry because but I said I don't do harness anymore. Then
you
my wife,
promised not to do it anymore. Yes.
yeah, right, I
Hmm.
promise. Then he said, oh, thank you, God. That's what he said. Thank you, God.
Finally.
Then finally, why he said, why don't you look for job? But
Hmm.
you go back to your security uh, agency because the finance officer there is my uncle also. He was a retired military. You go back
Uh,
to the agency to look for a job as a security guard again. Then, but because what he said, my wife told me that time will come because I all the time I'm just I heard from you, Ernest, Ernest, Ernest. Time will
but
come
no
that
money.
we don't have money. You have to feed your kids all stick in the morning. From the breakfast, stick. Lunch, stick. In the evening, stick. Because always, talking about stick. Then, this is funny things. When I went to
Uh,
Australia, that's already 1980. When I'll a little bit allowance. So I have
yes,
an allowance. Then when I go back to the Philippines, I said, "Oh, okay, what's that? This is
I have money.
money. I have money." He was happy. I said, "You buy beef stick, not arny stick already. This is beef stick,
Lipstick.
not." You see. So my wife was really laughing. And then they start, yeah. But
After the
during the time
incident,
when,
uh-huh.
yeah,
Yes, yes, go ahead.
after the incident, because as what I was telling my wife that I don't want to, even my co-instructor Willie Arang, he knows that I don't want to become involved already in Arnis.
Yes, you quit.
But he said,
Hmm.
Master Del, do you know that we have demonstration from the
Uh-huh.
television? I said, no, I don't want to be involved in Arnis anymore. No, there is money. I said, how much?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh. They will pay
three
you
hundred
finally. Huh?
pesos. Then I asked, he said, but 300 pesos. Oh, I said, wow, that's 300 pesos.
It was big at that time, yes.
That's big money. Then I said, but the problem, I don't have uniform. I will let you borrow my uniform. I have my extra uniform. Then that's
Hmm.
that's the start again. In
Finally,
that
you woke
way,
up
I
again.
started again. Yeah, I get interest again because there is money, 300 pesos. That's good money before. Yeah,
So finally, your spirit was awakened, and here you are again. You found yourself doing arnis. It was
yeah.
a.
But
Mhm, mhm.
I love it because I enjoy uh, in that way. Because of that, I really enjoy uh, traveling because after I went to Australia, I went to Australia many times. I think 17 times back and
Mhm,
forth to
mhm.
Australia. So
Yes,
I went there, started from Darwin. Then after that, I was invited from different countries in the world up to now.
yes.
That's the story. But
So
problem,
this one was after your paid demonstration on
that's right.
television.
That's
You
right.
got paid 300 pesos, and from there,
That's the start.
everything started
Started
to
again.
be. Yes.
Yeah.
That was good. For those of you who just came in here, you are listening, watching FMA Discussions episode 227 with Grandmaster Rodel Dagooc. And finally, Manong Rodel,
Yes.
after that show, it was successful. Your the first country you visited as a guest
This is
instructor was in Australia,
Japan. No,
and
no.
then
The first country,
yes, Japan first,
Japan
but
first.
and then Australia,
Australia.
and
Then
then
I travel from
go on.
Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
Japan, Mexico, then America, then Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
uh, France. You know,
Uh-huh.
in fact, I was the
Spain,
one. Spain. I was the one sent.
Russia,
Yeah,
Russia.
yes, Russia. How many times? Yeah, I enjoy
don't
the
forget,
cold
don't
weather.
forget
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, right. Yeah.
And
So
so, Manuel Rodel, that was a very interesting story. Although we wanted to share some more, but we don't want
yeah,
this show to become political. Um,
yeah.
I have a few questions for you
Okay.
about modernities, of
Oh
course.
yeah. Okay.
So, let's talk about ranks.
Trunks. Yeah.
You were promoted as a black belt way back in the 80s, yeah? 80s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then we
That's right.
have, as we all understand, we have the Lakan uno, dos, tres up to Lakan 10, Lakan 10,
Mm-hmm. Oh
10th
yes.
degree. Yes.
Yes.
Just to clarify, um, when Grandmaster Remy Presas went to the States, there was a joke among his senior instructors. One of them is the bodybuilder Roland Dantes. And for
Yeah.
those young people who do not know Roland Dantes was huge guy who participated in Mr. Universe.
Yeah, right.
He met up with Arnold Schwarzenegger at that time too. He competed
First
against him,
runner up.
right?
Yeah,
And
he was
he
the first
won
runner
first
up.
runner up. Yes, that was Roland
Yeah,
Dantes, and then he became an actor. He also was part of the modern Arnis family. And during
that's
this
right. Yeah.
time, he and Grandmaster Remy were joking. They were just talking, and the usual Filipino humor. Oh, look at you! You look like a datu.
Yeah,
He said that to Roland Dantes, and Roland was too kind to accept the joke. Like, oh, look at me! I'm a datu. I'm now a datu. And
yeah.
from here, datu, the position, the rank of a datu, was given not in the Philippines, but outside the country. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
But this position is not given to any Filipinos.
No, I think I don't have any idea about that because I was
Mm,
promoted to Lakan before he passed away. I was promoted to Lakan Walu, but
yes.
we don't have any data from ranked here in the Philippines.
In the
Maybe
Philippines,
from
none.
other
Hmm.
countries, maybe from
Yes.
Europe or America. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes, maybe. For
Yeah,
those guys, just to clarify, this is for the audience. We are not trying to step on anybody's toes here. If
yeah,
the position or the rank of Datu was given to you by Manong Remy, take it.
yeah, right.
Take it, right? But we really don't have that position. We don't have that rank in the Philippines, and
We
Datu
don't have.
also.
But before he
It
died, if
means.
he
Mhm.
gave me, maybe I have to accept also because he was my
Yes,
grandmaster.
but to be a Datu, that is being ultra rich, noble,
That's in
and
Mindanao, I think,
and for the
because
Muslims,
the word
for
that
our
is
Muslim
from
brothers, yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
brothers and Muslim brothers.
Yes, but never in the Eskrima world, not in the artist world.
Hmm.
Yes, you agree on that?
Yes, 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 yes,
Okay, the
yes.
Grandmaster agreed. Grandmaster confirmed that. Okay, so Manu Rodel also, after, did you notice after the release of the Bladed Hand? Okay, in
Yeah.
for those of you who watch the movie The Bladed Hand, during the opening of the film, I mean the opening of the scene, there were two gentlemen there. One
Uh,
of them is yours truly, and the other guy
yeah.
was Manong Rodel.
Yours truly. Yours truly.
Yes. So we were both alternating while I was making a knife. Manong Rodel was making an arnis stick. Did you notice that after the movie was shown, so many masters suddenly popping out left and right? Some names that we haven't heard of, some systems that we haven't heard of. And what do you think happened, Manong Rodel? Why is that? Now we have so many masters that we don't know where they came from. Tell
Oh,
us something
that's
about this.
sometimes I was thinking that's something like I was thinking that how come that too many grandmaster? In fact, uh, because I think that's his their own, their own way of promoting themselves.
Uh-huh.
So, but before when we are just having the Arnis Philippines, we took that you only becomes grandmaster if you reach the age of 60, and then at least you travel a lot, and then at least you have many students, meaning you really involved in Arnis for so many
Hmm.
years to become qualified as a grandmaster, and
Grandmaster.
then yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but now, so I don't know. It's up to them. That's that's their own way of having it. So, in fact, some are uh, even their age is only not reached 40 years old, 35 years old, 40 years old, 45.
Some
It's
are
already
on their
grandmaster.
30s, young 30s,
Yes,
and
right.
already high masters of.
And then young 25 years old become master. So because in my system, I have my student, they already trained with me for almost 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
nearly 20 years. You know, the grade I'm just only giving. Last week I was there was a promotion here, just only 6 degree. Even my, even my kids, even my three kids, Seidel, Jinrad, and Gitsen. I said you have to show me that you trained really in harness. I will not able to promote you not unless you're going to do what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Show
Yes.
me. Then
Uh-huh.
I think I have to promote you because
Oh, that's
people
very
think
good.
that because they are all my kids, in a time I can manage to promote them. I said no.
Yes, not
Yeah,
because they're your kids, they can
that's
easily
right.
get
Yeah,
promoted. Mm-hmm.
because what
Yes.
happened, this is very sad. Sometimes there was some foreign student. I will not what kinds of nationality. I will not mention. He trained only for 1 hour. Then after that, he was asking a fifth degree certificate. I said,
Fifth
what
degree.
for? Fifth degree certificate. Because according to him, from the other system, he is already fifth degree. So he was asking another fifth degree from a system. I said, I cannot do that. I'm not sealing my signature. How
Uh-huh.
can I, even my kids, I cannot promote them. He trained with me, even my student from Lunita. Mon, some of them. So what happened if I'm going to promote you? And then people think that if I will give you this fifth degree certificate, first people think that you paid me.
Uh,
So it's very bad, for me, very bad. I'm
yes.
just trying to very, very careful about that. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sealing my certificate. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you train,
Uh-huh.
you can visit me in the Philippines, yeah, to train.
Mm-hmm.
Then find out. Then I will give you examination. If you can pass, yeah, but not fifth
Then you
degree.
can.
Sorry, I'm very sorry for that.
That's too high of a rank. I don't have fifth
Yeah, right.
degree.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
have fifth degree. I've been in the business for since I saw you when you were younger. Well, meaning younger, not young. When I
Yeah,
saw you, you were not young.
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
Manong Rodel, Luneta.
yeah,
Let's talk about Luneta. So,
yeah.
tell us about it. How were you able to secure a place in Luneta, which now many people are actually complaining? How come Rodel Dagooc has a large place in Luneta and we can, there's some BS. Tell us
Uh,
about it. Uh-huh.
well, actually, I mentioned earlier that I stayed in Quirino Grandstand because of Senator
Mm,
Mercado for
yes.
almost 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So from the sweeper up to director knows me,
Yeah,
and
yes.
then of course I'm just following the procedure. We are asking we send a letter to the director of the park that asking if there is a chance for us, for my group to have a training inside the Chinese garden.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a nice way of approaching them. So we don't, we clean after the training, we clean it, and then we don't harm anyone. We don't
Uh-huh.
destroy the plants there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, because we see that we are going to pay from the entrance if you want. So, because before it's 5 pesos in every person. So we have to pay.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
we try to explain to them that we got many foreigners coming uh, to enjoy watching us in the park.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we could encourage. So how many foreigners coming to my place just to
Mm-hmm.
watch and train with us, in the park? Many.
Yes. Yes. I
So
know.
I think to those group asking how come that I stay there in the Park, okay, for your own good, I think you have to submit your requisition from the director of the park. I think that's
That's your
I think
advice,
that's the
huh?
only way. Yeah, yeah,
That's your advice to
yeah.
them. Okay, we have a couple of questions came in on the Viber.
Mm.
Manong Rodel, do you teach nunchucks?
Well, before when I was in karate, I teach nunchuck, but now I concentrated it into Filipino martial art. of harness. Of course, I patronize my own as harness practitioner, but I can still also do, because I have my one video from Italy. In my right hand, I use stick, and my left hand is nunchaku. I'm just
Nunchucks,
having
yes.
a lot of drills, like that. So I can. But
You can.
if they want to trend to pay, why not? Yeah, because but yeah, but I'm not an expert. Anyway, I'm not an expert in chaku. I
At least
can
you're being
have a
honest.
lot of drill. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And so, and the other question is, what length of stick would you recommend to your students?
Well, actually, the standard length of the stick is 28 inches, and the
28.
diameter is it depends upon the user.
Mm-hmm.
If small person, I think good is 7/8. Big person
Mm-hmm.
is 1 inch to 1 1/4, like that. But the
Uh-huh.
standard 28 inches long, and so sometimes it depends upon the student. Sometimes they want a little bit longer,
Mm-hmm.
because there are some arnisador doing the tapado,
Tapado,
the
yes.
kalis,
Mm-hmm.
kalis
Mm-hmm.
illustrissimo, they're just using 36.
That was
Technique de Persia
Uderoma.
is
That's
using,
Uderoma.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but the standard is 28 inches. But
28 inches.
before I was sending the stick to United States from Grandmaster Presas, they like
Uh-huh.
only, he wants only 26. The reason, because it's very expensive to send the stick to the United States. And if you
Uh-huh.
cut the sticks into shorter length, you know, small money you paid from the milling. Yeah,
The weight is lighter.
the weight
So,
of the stick.
Manong
Yeah.
Rodel, of course, I can see your loyalty to Grandmaster Remy Presas because until now,
Yes, yes, I know.
you're still wearing the uniform of the modern
Yeah, that's
Ernest,
right. Yeah,
the red and black. Is this the standard uniform that
that's
was
the
given
standard
by
uniform from
Mhm,
the modern harness. Yeah.
from the modern Ernest? Both
Mm.
the Remy and Ernesto and the other brothers, yes?
That's right. Yeah. Even though I
Mm-hmm.
have my own DAS system now, but I'm still using the same uniform. But there are some
Mm-hmm.
people telling me that why don't you change, because this one is from the modern, and then
Uh-huh.
I said just time will come to make my own uniform from my
Colors.
own system. Yeah,
I've
but
seen
because
gold,
I'm very loyal
gold.
from modern artists.
Yes,
In fact,
and this is good.
yeah.
So, okay, Manong Rodel, about your business. In a while, we will be
Well,
calling. Uh-huh.
I'm just mentioning you before that during the pandemic, the business is becoming slow down. It's
Mm-hmm.
difficult for us to sell our
Mm-hmm.
merchandise, sending stick from other countries, because the mailing is too expensive, triple. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you pay, for example, $100, it becomes $300. So that's why some of our customer stuff, you know, maybe hopefully by next year it will goes
Mm-hmm.
back to normal situation. Maybe we can sell. In fact, uh, I'm uh, I'm the one of the biggest distributor of sticks, as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ah, yes. And you're training aluminum knives. Who makes them? You?
yeah. We have a factory for
Uh-huh.
aluminum. We're just
Mm-hmm.
having aluminum swords, any kinds of swords you want. We have here.
And the
Yeah.
real one
As,
too. You make them. The
yeah, we have
bolos.
real, but I'm not the one, manufacture the real, but we know it's some of the manufacturer then put it here,
Mm-hmm.
consignment process like that, but we concentrated it into aluminum, the blunt one, for training for position only.
I see. Okay, just for clarifications also,
Yeah.
Mano Rodel, what is now the difference between your system now and the modern Ernest system
Well,
when
actually,
the
many
professor was still alive?
question.
Uh-huh.
I They were just asking many question out of that.
Uh-huh.
Actually, there is no dust system if there is modern harness. Because of my long experience in the field of harness and any martial arts, many like Grandmaster Edgar Soliti, Grandmaster who is it guy? Uh, I forgot. Telling me that Master Rodel, you are still from the modern harness. I said yes. He said that he was very happy because he said you are very really loyal to your grandmaster. I said yes, but he said that you know if you why don't you create your own, because the modern harness always the credit is from the Presas family. What I said, what are you talking about? He said you have to create your own. I said what? I asked some idea. Then he said why don't you make your own Dagooc harness system?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the start. The Gook Arni system does. So because uh, what I did, I developed only many things I developed. Like for example, in modern harness, I'm going to compare, the 12 striking in modern harness, the basic striking techniques is showing the target and what happened if you will be hitting the target. Like for example, left temple, if you will be hit, maybe you will be, that's fatal. You will be
Uh-huh.
killed. You will be die.
Uh-huh.
After the last, if you hit to the arm, you'll be getting paralyzed. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
develop, instead of 12, I develop my own 7 strike. So I mentioned DAS. DAS, DAAS, 7 strike. This is one,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's right and left. Then after that, left. This is
Uh-huh.
outside. I start just 1. Then inside, I start also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's left and right, inside and outside. So out of that, I made an application of that. You can use as real in real fighting the application of that seven strike.
Uh-huh.
Once that the opponent will strike in this direction, from 1 you will be already finished up to
Uh-huh.
7. Yeah. So it's already quite advanced, you know. And then I made different dash classical. I concentrated it into classical because, and then disarming technique. Because before, from modern harness, we have only 9 disarming techniques. So up to now, I developed 1 up to 36. I made my own
36.
36. Out of 36
Nice.
technique,
Yeah.
out of
Uh-huh.
36 from the right hand, okay, 1 to 36 with your left hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then 1 to 36, counter against disarming technique with your right hand. Then counter against disarming technique with your left
Or
hand.
left hand.
Then,
Very
again,
nice.
1 to 36 again. 1, you disarm number 1, then proceed to tapi-tapi.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Technique number 2, then proceed to tapi-tapi. By
Mm-hmm.
locking, take down, neck
Mm-hmm.
lock, armpit lock, wrist lock, you know. I said, I mentioned mini lock. But sometimes, yeah, it's quite funny. Instead of wrist lock, finger lock, I said, where is Goldilocks? You see?
I have an equally funny story to tell you.
Yeah, right.
If you remember, some years ago, you of course you live in Batangas, but I think you transferred to a new home. So when I was looking for you in that
Yeah.
area, uh, I was asking around where I can find the smoking sticks, because you have a big sign there that says smoking sticks. And then
Uh,
the bystanders pointed me to a wrong direction, and I found the Smokies hot dogs.
all right. Yeah. You cannot, because during the
I'm not
time
looking for hot.
you cannot find my place
Yes,
because
it was so difficult.
I transfer from one place to another.
Yes,
I'm becoming, you know, in PE. I'm becoming
yes,
in PE during the time. No
no permanent
permanent
address.
address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I was looking for smoking sticks. I found the hot dog. Smoke is
Yeah.
hot. So, okay,
Yeah, right.
we have a couple of more questions, and then I'm gonna call in brother Tom Peña to join us. So,
Yeah, right.
Manong
Okay.
Rodel, you've been a grandmaster for many years.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a grandmaster in my own system, but I'm not a
yes,
grandmaster when it comes to modern earnest
mm-hmm.
because my
We
grandmaster
understand.
is Remy Presas, and
Uh-huh.
when I started making my own, creating my own system, of course, I'm the
Hmm.
one create that technique, the Dagooc harness system. So
Yes.
when ever, if you will ask who is the grandmaster of this, if you mention about das, that's from
Hmm.
the Dagooc. Yeah.
Yes. And you were also, I think, appointed by an organization to be able to hold this rank, as I remember. So you've been a grandmaster for
I think
decades now.
at
Um,
least the
mhm.
10 years already.
Uh-huh. So in 10 years, Manong Rodel, so you've been a grandmaster for 10 years. Can you can you name 10 Filipino masters that you think deserves to be called a master? 10 of your favorite.
Well, okay. Sorry to those I can't remember some, but of course, I have my list here. Of course, number one, yours truly. At your front, Guru Mombaki Daniel Pronda, Master
Oh,
Tominson Pinya. You're my priority. Yeah,
wow!
you know that? Yeah,
Cheers to that.
yeah, right. Okay, toast to the wound for that. Okay, the next one, of course, the Presas brothers, my grandmaster. Then I will
Mhm.
mention, some of my best friend here, Tuhon Mel Tortal,
Mhm.
Grandmaster Kanyiti from Cebu, GM Bobby Tabuada, Balintawak, GM Max
Yeah,
Valens,
Bob.
Casing Coteros, Dato Kelly
Mhm.
Warden, Modern Arnis, and GM Antonio Resimo, Calis, Mang Bin Luna, Lightning Scientific, GM Jerry
Uh-huh.
De La Cruz, Cruzada, yeah,
Mhm.
GM Rene Tongson, GM
Mhm.
Dieter Notel from, and then, of course, some of my, as I mentioned, from America, Professor Jeff Ramsey, from Pennsylvania, G.M.
10.
Terrell Richardson, Guru Bradley Nemec, Guru Brian Reynolds, Guru Tom
Mhm.
Romel from Florida,
Yeah.
Malaysia also. We have so many. So, Grace
Top 10
also, Guru
Filipinos.
Arden, and then
Uh-huh.
Guru Christoph Balapas. Russia, Aidar,
Uh-huh.
Saifud, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Okay.
of course, we
Nong
have,
Rodel.
yeah,
Sorry to cut you off.
yes, okay.
I wish to ask Guru Tom Peña to join us for the
Okay,
questions that were sent to him, and these questions are of course for you. There you go.
don't it?
See, there he
Okay.
is.
Oh,
Yeah.
at last. I'm
Hello.
thinking that we're not coming back. Good, you come back.
No, it was actually nice to hear your story, GM Rodel. Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, it's very interesting, and as a Filipino martial arts practitioner, and hearing those stories, your challenges, your trials, your tribulation as a grandmaster and as an instructor is inspiring and important for us to know as well, because I mean, sometimes people think that being an instructor is all glory. They don't understand all the challenges that we go through. So it's really nice to hear that. Just a few questions from okay. Yeah, before we do that, I would like to say hello to everybody who has been watching. I think we have said hello to some of you guys. So we got Daniel PTK, we got Richard Pacman, um, we've got Paul Nachelis, we got Adrian, Doc Adrian Kidlat, Manong Tinis on the house as well. Paul Rosales is here. Uh, who else? Rocky Pasilk. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. And I think I just saw Elric Jundis.
Mm.
Yep,
Alex.
and Levgenia.
Ah, that's my boss,
Oh,
Yevgena.
Yeah.
Yevgena.
okay.
Boss, you're here. Thank you. Did she throw in a question? Did she
No, no, no.
ask any question?
She said that such a great idea to combine two martial arts generation in sharing experience and wisdom. Thank you for the interesting
Ah,
conversation. Yep.
well, thank you very much. It's a compliment for me saying that there's two generations between me. Thank you for that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, yeah, there was a yeah, okay. Well, comment from Danielle PTK first. Thank you, Dean, Tom, for organizing this session. Also, guest host Guru Daniel Foronda Mombaki. It was really enlightening for many of us, I am sure. There were so many unveiling of stories and events that happened and brought about the evolution of DAS and where it stands today. Also, the history of Luneta Park. So amazing. Yeah, Dean Franco is as well is here. So he's listening. Yep. So there was a question here.
Can't he go on board? Can't Dean Franco go on board with us?
The problem is the moment he logs on, he's gonna bump us all. So he won't be
Don't
able
come
to
in.
sign in as a guest. So yeah,
Don't come in.
yeah.
Stay
So
there, Dean. Stay
he'll
there.
just video call you guys after. So
Okay.
first question here by Richard Parkman is Master Remy the first one to use belt ranking in Arnis in
Yes, that's
general?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
No one used.
Master Remy was the one who systematized everything.
That's right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the one first use the belt
Okay.
in
Yes.
Arnis.
Yeah.
Because before only instructor and student like that. That's from
Mhm.
the old system.
Okay.
Mhm.
And from Alvin Albano, was GM Remy the first to use the standard black or red uniforms?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So,
He was the one really start building, and then with use of with the help of his wife, you know,
mhm.
the uniform must be black and red.
Yeah,
Same
yeah, yeah.
thing with the belt, the black
Yeah.
rim with red, like that. Yeah. Even the
Mhm.
holster of the sticks.
All right.
Yeah. Almost the
Okay.
same.
All right. Okay. So that's good. That's really good to know. And then we've got one question from Rocky. Do you find it hard to accept so many people in modern Arnis that have extremely high ranking with little actual face-to-face time with GM Presas?
Well, actually, that's confusing. But we can't do nothing about that. That's their
Mm-hmm.
own, So, but for me, I'm just I'm just doing my own, But
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they try to learn a few times and then they become master or grandmaster. It's up to them
All
because
right.
I
Okay.
think yeah, that's it.
Mm.
It's their
Okay.
problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Elric had made a comment. We called you a grandmaster when you demonstrated in 2002 in San Francisco, California. You have been an ambassador for the Philippine teachers and flavors for a long time. So that's a very nice comment from Elric. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, I cannot remember when I did demonstration from California. Yeah, I think that's a long time ago now. But that was I remember that when I was young, but now because I'm already too much old, so
Too much old. Hindi naman.
too much old. Because during that time I think my hair is still black, and
No, you're
now
not.
look my hair
No, that's
because
just a
of
new
Uh,
Arnis.
That's a new trend.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So thank you for that. And
Nah, I'm now also actually I was fascinated to hear that Senator Orly Mercado was your student.
yes.
Yeah,
Ah,
he
Guru
became
Tom.
yeah he became
So,
he became a student of mine
Oh,
in
sure.
in the late 90s, but in ballroom.
Oh, wow.
with,
Hey.
with some of his mates. So yeah,
uh,
Yeah. Good.
Guru Tom,
Good.
just
Good.
for this is a trivia. When the senator learned Arnis de Mano, he started promoting it. He was the first senator who was actually pushing it hard. But for some reason, because of politics,
Mhm.
Filipinos would rather look towards the direction of basketball, towards the direction of
Yes, that was
some
his
other sports,
problem.
but not Arnis.
Mm.
And it's a good thing. Um, well, just to make a comment on this, it has been promoted before,
Mhm.
and it has been promoted really good. But then we changed presidents at that time, and the rest was
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
Um, and the reason why the senator was doing that is because of this man right here, our
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Manong
Mm.
Rodel.
Mm,
He introduced Arnis to him, and the
that's
senator
right.
introduced it, but
Yeah.
somehow it was blocked. But now we have another senator promoting
Mm.
Mig Zubiri,
Yeah.
and we are
Mitsubishi.
so grateful
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
to
was
him for doing this.
during
Hmm.
that time it was really hard to promote even our own because yeah,
Yeah.
people have been. I mean, you've got basketball, which is
That's
the
right.
very popular one.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes,
mean, even boxing was actually suffering from promotion.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
because
know, sometimes
basketball is big money.
I'm
That's the
really
only thing.
discouraged. Because in our school, I'm just asking that what is your national sport?
Mm.
You know, many of them answering, oh, basketball, boxing, sabong, sipak
So,
takraw.
mm,
And now I said, no, Arnis now is our national sport.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah. Time has
Arnis now, you
changed.
have to change. Arnis now is
Time has changed. Yeah.
national sport.
And it's really a nice change for our niece to become the national to be declared as the national sport now.
That's right, yeah, Arnis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Manong
Yeah,
Rodel, maybe you can
yeah.
start teaching me so I can become a senator.
Ah, yeah, why not? Why not?
That's a trend.
Maybe you will be the one to replace Manny Pacquiao.
Hey, he's our friend. He's our friend.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay.
Senator Manny.
We have to vote. We have to vote him.
Uh,
So, GM Rodel,
Yes.
I know you have touched on your business earlier on. So, tell us something about your merchandise. So, you sell stickers.
Yes. We're just still selling, and then I was telling them that hopefully by next year, when it goes back to normal, I think we can have, you know, we can sell not like today or before the pandemic started. And then
Mhm.
I'm just reminding all my friends from Facebook, all my co-instructor, all black belt, all martial artists. I think all arnisador in the world. If you want to purchase good stick, okay, just please contact my daughter, Seidel Dagooc from here, Facebook.
Mm.
We can we can send you something, or you can visit really our place, Arnis at Arnis Village, Dagooc Arnis at Arnis Village, at
Yeah.
108B Balayong Bawan, Batangas, Philippines. Or you can
Mm.
contact Seidel anyway from here, Facebook.
Yeah.
So you can select many different kinds of sticks here.
Do you have a website, GM?
Yes,
Yeah.
website. We have. I think I
Yeah.
have three website, but I cannot memorize only
too many.
You
only
can.
rodeldagook at yahoo.com. That's it.
Okay. So if you can send me the link, GM, so I
Yes.
can put it in FMA
Okay.
discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
No.
No
And
worries. Yeah.
then once again, I'm very sorry to those. Sometimes I when
Oh,
I
oh, oh,
speak,
yes, yes, we understand.
you know,
We
The
understand.
way I
Go.
talk, sometimes,
Yes. Just
my my
That's
yeah,
fine.
intonation
just
is
go.
very bad. I'm very
Guru
sorry for
Tom
that.
and I will take care of
Okay.
the
We'll, we'll
uh,
take care of business.
yes. Go take care of
Wow.
the business. Guru Tom and I will have a few discussions. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll wait for you.
I'm just telling that, aside from the sticks, we're just having also different kinds of aluminum products.
Oh yeah,
And then,
okay,
of
aluminum
course,
trainers.
but it is all made from blunt for training purposes only. And then, of course, we have some kamagong, but,
Mm-hmm.
kamagong is very difficult to get kamagong now because of
Yeah.
this pandemic. And that was
Hmm.
banned from the mountain, from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. So it's difficult. So, but
Mm-hmm.
still having a few kamagong share for handles. And then, of course, not only for that, we are having also harness uniforms.
Okay.
Yeah, everything when it comes to harness,
Do you
I
do
think
you customize
we
uniforms?
can have.
Do you
Sorry, what?
customize uniforms? Do you customize
Yeah,
uniforms?
yeah, that's right. Yeah. You have to send your measurement. You have to send your drawing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your sample. I mean, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. And when it comes to like learning under you, do you offer
Uh,
online lessons?
yes, right. Yeah, yes. In fact, this coming December 6th, I have another one from Pennsylvania. From I received a message from Professor Jeff that some of the students will be having, they want to train through online again. So I said,
Okay.
okay, no problem for that. Yeah,
Okay.
they
I,
try to. I would like to tell that you can message only Seidel because Seidel is the one preparing. I don't know how to use a computer. I don't know how to use, the
yeah.
latest telecommunication.
Yeah.
I don't know to do that.
So folks, for just for you to know that Seidel, the Dagooc is GM Rodel's daughter. So
Yeah. So
she's the one to contact with regards to
yes,
these.
she was the one. She was the one managed our business. She was my assistant. He was my driver. He was my everything here. He was the one answering all the uh, orders from
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Hmm.
Facebook. Yeah.
There's a question here.
Sorry, Broton. I should tell Seidel to please include a map going to your
Yeah.
place so
Yes.
that you,
But
okay, if you're going to smoking sticks, it's this way or that way. Okay.
Yeah.
smoking,
I'm looking for sticks, not hot dogs. Okay.
smoking tocino.
Yeah. And GM Rodel, there's a question here. Do you produce
Yes.
polymer training weapons?
No, we don't have. Because if we do that, how about the stick? Because we're out of
Yeah,
stick.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Stick
yeah, yeah.
is harness sticks,
Yeah, yeah.
not
Okay.
others,
Okay.
materials.
No, yeah.
I'm very
No.
sure that I'm very sorry for that. To those who make stick like that. But for
Mm.
us here, we could still have sticks, harness sticks.
Okay. Okay. No, I mean, I think they're uh, basically, I think for them, sometimes polymer is a good substitute for like mostly like the training knives or the training blades.
Yes,
So
right. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, with the online lessons, do you do it? Are the online lessons
Yes,
exclusive for a particular group, or is it an
yeah.
open one?
No, no. We have an open. We have a group exclusive for their own groups only. So it depends upon the agreement. Yeah,
Okay,
with side.
okay.
As
So
long
well,
as you contact Sidel.
yeah, okay, 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 okay. So at least
Mm.
yeah, again, if you can send me the link, or
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you can
We
always
can
post it in FMA discussion.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to do that. Yeah. Rocky said we would love to have you come to Michigan.
Oh wow, really? In a way, by next year or if May, I think I'm going to Pennsylvania again. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Rocky. So you might actually spark in
Just
a tour
contact
for.
Professor Dave Ramsey.
All right. So there you go, Rocky. Yeah. So you might spark a US tour for GM Rodel.
Wow, I love that.
That will be great. That will be great,
That will be
right?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let me know when you're coming to the UK.
In a way, those who wants to invite me, I think I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to go if
Mhm.
it is already free.
Yeah, as long as
If it
as
is
long
already
as
everything
yeah,
back to normal.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, as long as traveling is
you're right. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. We've got so many restrictions at the moment.
yeah, right. It's difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So guys, have you got any more questions for GM Rodel? Oh, Guru Brian is saying hello to
Oh,
us.
hello. I'm going to
Brian,
answer.
He's another moderator of FMA discussion.
Oh wow. Okay. So thank you very much,
mhm.
guys.
Yeah.
I
So,
really enjoy with
yeah,
this FMA discussion, and thank
yeah.
you to the two good-looking guys at my front.
Oh, thank you very much.
Left and right.
Yeah, live right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
well,
Manong Rod.
thank you very much for being our
Okay.
guest. And
Okay.
yeah, thank
Salamat.
you for Mombaki for organizing this. So
Thank you very much, Guru Tom. Filipino Martial Arts Discussions, episode 227. And tonight, I think, tonight will be another guest of yours.
yeah, later on,
Uh-huh.
in about 10 hours,
And-
Oh, wow.
okay.
we're going to have Prof. Jack Oatman of
Mhm.
Silat as our guest.
Uh,
So it's gonna be another interesting discussion. That's why this weekend is actually a very nice weekend for FMA discussion because we've got two great practitioners, an FMA and a Silat practitioner and teacher. Yeah, who blessed
yeah,
us
good.
with their presence.
So once again, Guru Tom, thank you very much. Please extend my gratefulness to Dean. Brian, thank you so
Was a
much.
pleasure.
Thank you for this opportunity also. Now, I'll try
Yeah.
to get more Filipino grandmasters on board. Um,
Please.
I actually already have negotiated with three more. So I'll just tell you, Bro Tom,
Just let me know.
regarding the schedule.
Yeah, just let me know.
And I'm trying to find also those masters that, well, for us, they were the gems of Cebu. But
Mm.
for some reason, they cannot join the discussion because of, internet connection
Yeah,
or
it's always
a
been a
problem.
problem. Yeah.
Yes, either
Mm.
this or the problems with communication,
Mm.
you know, and which language to use.
Yeah, actually.
Philippines now, I think now Philippines have what, 87 dialects active
Yeah. Actually,
with the many with the
It's
many
difficult
dialects.
we
for me.
dialects now. We call them actually
Yeah.
language now. In
Uh,
it's no longer considered as dialects, it's language. So
yeah,
yeah.
it seems
But
we have more languages,
yeah.
more
So I
languages.
mean GM Rodel, if I don't see you here in the UK, I hope to meet you in person in the Philippines. Every time I go
Yeah.
there,
You can visit me every Sunday at Lunita Park inside the Chinese garden. I'm
uh,
there.
I the few times that I
Yes.
was there, I think
Yes.
you train earlier than the rest of
Ah, eight
the group,
o'clock in the
right?
morning started. Started
Yeah,
at 8 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure because the few times I was
Okay.
there, tapos na
Anyway,
kayo eh.
just try to contact me first so that uh, you can make it sure that I'm there in Lunita.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I'm gonna message you ahead of time as well, so that
Yes, of course.
yeah. Then because definitely I'll be buying some stuff from you.
Oh wow, that's good. It sound good.
Yeah,
Sound good.
yeah, definitely. Because
Yeah.
I actually recommend uh buying your stuff first from with other lightning guys, because
Mm-hmm.
Master John Scudero gets from you, and I do
Yeah.
have a few Filipino martial art friend teachers in the states. When they ask basically where to get sticks, I also refer them to you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Uh,
Okay. So.
Perhaps.
Yep. So again, thank you very much, everybody, for being with us with this episode with the GM Rodel Dagooc. And as we have mentioned before, together with the Mumbaki, we're going to do our best to bring you more of the GMs in the Philippines. So we're trying to work it out with them as well because of a lot of um, um, situations, like from internet connection to not being confident speaking uh, in English, and sometimes because of the COVID restrictions, they can't actually go elsewhere. So please bear with us, but we'll do our best to bring them to you as well. So if not this year, we still have next year. We got more fun next year.
That's right.
Okay. So once
Manong Rodel,
again,
thank you. Manong
thank
Rodel,
Okay,
you.
thank you very
Pugay.
much. Thank you
Pug-
very much.
Pugay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much also, and see you later in Luneta. Bye. Always take care, guys. Take
Yeah.
care.
Magka-tricycle lang kami ni Mambaki.
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea. All
Thank
right.
you.
Po, ingat po.
So,
Ingat, 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 ingat.
thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. Ingat.
Okay, that was fun, bro. Thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you. So another episode of Filipino martial arts discussions. Dean
Yeah.
Franco, Brian, Brotom, thank you for this
And we
opportunity once
thank you as
again.
well. And we thank you as
Okay.
well. Okay.
I'll see you there in UK. I'll just cross the border.
Yeah. Lumangoy ka lang.
Prepare the bottles, okay?
Oh, wait, I've got some stock here, but just let me know what brand.
I don't care about the brand.
Okay, okay, bro. Take it easy. Have a nice
All
week.
right. Thank you, bro Tom. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Right. So there you go, guys. GM Rodel Dago. So once again, uh, episode 228 later on with Prof Jack Othman of Malaysia Silat, and yeah, he's going to talk about his journey in Silat, and also um, well, about the karambit, the history, the evolution of the karambit. And I know Filipino martial arts basically have adopted it as part of its weapon system, but it will be great to actually to look at the history, the evolution, and basically to acknowledge where it really came from. So I'll see you later, guys. And remember, we also have this raffle on the 12th of December. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, it's going to be $5 each ticket, and you've got fantastic prizes for the raffle. Okay, so Guru Tom Pena signing off. See you later.